Hello again. Welcome back to Cool Media. This is Adam, and guess who's with me?
Hello.
Yeah, it's still my birthday month. It's still March, and so we're loading up one of my favorite games of all time, Culdcept Saga.
Yeah, I really love this game. I haven't actually finished the main campaign, but I still like to play it though.
Well, Culdcept is kind of a big deal in Japan, but the U.S. only saw a few releases. This is the best one of those.
I even found a few videos on the internet from back in around the time this game came out, Japanese videos of tournaments of this game. So apparently it was very popular.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite strategy games. In fact, I think it is absolutely my favorite strategy game. Think of this as basically like, well, best way to describe it is it's Magic the Gathering mixed with Monopoly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, which board will we use? We're not going to be playing against each other. One of the modes that's in here is an alliance match in which two on two face each other.
Yeah, we thought that would be a lot more fun.
Yeah. So it'll be allying me against two of the AI opponents I've unlocked.
How about we use that one map?
And I'm trying to remember exactly which map it was.
I think it was like one of the final maps that you have unlocked. Yeah, it's that one.
This one? Yeah, this one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, this was it.
Yeah. The first Culdcept game I played was the one that released on PS2. I got it off of GameFly on a lark, and it ended up being so cool that I just had to buy it. Okay. Want to keep it at 10,000?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And one of the coolest things here is the fact that you could also tinker with the rules quite a bit, unlike the other versions. Like, for example, here you could have the board starting the way it was, or one of the most fun for us is switching it so that all the spaces are flexed, meaning whatever monster gets put on the space first, the land automatically turns to that element.
Yeah, so you don't have to spend money changing it to something if you put, a red creature on a yellow land or something. You would have to spend money in order to change it.
Oh, wait a minute. One thing I forgot to do. Well, go ahead and hit start.
Okay.
Well, one thing I forgot to do was set it to be an alliance match.
Oh, right. Oh, I guess we have to try again.
Yeah, there are some things that could be a bit annoying. Oh, that's not where we set it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's where we set the match type. Alliance match. I know I forgot something.
Hey, let's try one of the other BGMs for the level.
All right. It's just a shame we can't actually hear. We can't actually hear the BGM. So let's see. Fantana Village, Coliseum, Alcyon, Melchizekia, Phoenixian, Lumiere.
Do you know anything about these?
Patuan. It's been a while since I played those parts of the story, so I can't remember.
Let's just try that one.
In our mountains?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. Let's just try it.
Okay. Unfortunately, this game is not playable on the Xbox One or the Series X. You actually have to load up a 360 for this.
Right.
Okay, now the characters we used are these two.
Yes.
Okay, and we have set up books specifically for this. Standard book only goes up to 50 cards. All right. Don't forget you have to choose your... Hey, there you go. Yeah, since it's my birthday month, I wanted to play one of my favorite games. Those of you who are paying attention saw that last time I was playing those old shooters.
Actually, another thing we wanted to mention before we start this is that we're thinking about starting a new format show where we basically talk about a subject, like we're not on camera, but we just sort of like podcast style talk about a certain subject. And just, we have like bullet points that we talk about, but we also sort of talk off of the cuff as well. Especially for subjects where it might not be prudent or worth it to make an entire gameplay video or a scripted video, but we'll still show things on the screen for what we're talking about.
Or if it's something that we can't possibly show.
Yeah, that we can't possibly show. There are instances like that too.
Yeah, yeah. We're ironing things out on that, but look for something like that coming up at some point later this year.
Yeah, we're thinking about calling it Table Talk. So we already have an idea for the first maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but we haven't really done any kind of putting anything together quite yet.
Yeah. So it would seem weird calling it Table Talk when they won't see a table.
Well, I told you, we could put a table in the background of the video, see? That's a table.
I guess so, but let's get started in the game.
Okay. Yeah, I was the one who had the idea for this show because the very first subject I wanted to talk about, which I won't mention what it is, it's kind of a surprise, but it is a pretty obscure subject matter. But I thought it might be of interest to people, so yeah, look forward to that.
Make an offering to your cross over to a new land. It's your turn.
Yeah, so see how when the wyvern got put down, the land automatically changed to wind? That's the deal with the way the board is set now. Either direction, you'll land on a blank space.
Yeah.
Make an offering to your god. Cross over to a new land.
And unlike Monopoly, where you're out to bankrupt the opponent, here it's just about who can reach that 10,000 total first.
Now you can technically bankrupt the other player. That's kind of what the tolls on the lands are for.
Okay, let's see. Which card of theirs are we going to destroy?
Destroy the one that destroys the other critters. Not that one. Yeah. I think that would be most useful.
You may cast a spell again. Cross over to a new land.
Okay. Let's go ahead and start with the gelatinous wall. But these are 2 computer opponents that I have beaten in the story mode.
And they're actually computer opponents from early on in the game, so I've beaten them as well.
Make an offering. Cross over to a new.
Yeah, that's one thing that's nice. All the AI opponents all have their own decks. They have their own AI routines and everything like that.
Mana.
You've stopped an allied territory. It's your turn.
It wouldn't surprise me if they tried to turn this into some kind of physical game, maybe in Japan. I just never heard anything about it.
Well, it would probably be too much of a hassle to try to turn this into a physical game.
Oh,
I'm not saying
maybe so.
I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm saying it probably would be too much of a logistical headache to do it.
Right.
Mana.
Aim for the next fort.
Like with Monopoly, the more properties you can get under your control under the same element, the better.
Aim for the next fort.
That's what basically buying the symbols is, right? Is you're basically investing in certain elements on certain areas of the board.
Yes.
Yes.
Aim for the next fort. It's your turn. Discard a
Man,
card.
you don't have any creatures?
Apparently not. It's just the luck of the draw, I guess.
Yeah. I say go ahead and use your mana, just get it out of your hand.
Oh, I'm waiting until I at the very least.
Okay, you definitely don't want to land on the wyvern.
Yeah, for real. I'm just waiting until I at least go one round around the board. At least I'll get a little bit more money out of the card.
The Leshy. Remember a previous game? I kind of pulverized you with the Leshy.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing about this game is creatures may look not so strong, but it really depends on the elements on the card.
Not to mention how much you build up the land. Like in Monopoly, how you could put houses and hotels on property. Well, here you level up the land to raise the tolls for them.
And there are some unique traits between creatures as it applies to land as well. I think there's one creature, isn't it? A red creature that basically levels up automatically when you pass the castle.
Yeah, the Chimera.
Yeah, the Chimera. Yeah.
Every time you complete a lap, the Chimera goes up in strength.
It's your turn.
Yeah, the biggest draw here is it's not just the idea of having all these lands, but if you land on someone's property, you could use your own creatures to try to take it by force.
Right.
That's the heavy part of that's where the heaviest strategy comes in.
Oh, he doesn't have any shoot.
Well, he does have the armor. That's the only thing you can crush it.
You may cast a spell again. You've stopped in enemy
Oh boy.
territory.
I'm gonna have to eat that one. Luckily, it's not very much right now.
Cross over to a new land. Make an offering to your god.
In fact, in one of the previous games, they had this one territory that they were absolutely owning with a fire giant, but with one creature, I managed to overtake the property and plunge them from nearly winning to easily losing.
Yeah, that's basically our strategy for this one. We have a wind creature strategy for this
Cross
game,
over to a new land. Make an offering.
specifically
to your god.
revolving around one creature in particular.
Yeah, on the wind side, there's a creature that if you build up your wind deck just the right way, then you could easily trounce anyone with it.
Territory. It's your turn.
Yeah, it's called the Garuda.
Well, they'll see it in just a little bit.
Right.
Cross over to a new land.
Now, funny enough, despite my brother's attempts to teach me magic over and over again throughout the years, I never really got a handle on it, but this I picked up very easily.
It's your turn.
It may be because of the Monopoly format,
Discard a card.
or it could just be because this is a video game. It makes it a little easier.
Make an offering to your god. Place your hand in its purifying waters.
She just shuffled the cards out of her hand.
It's
Yeah.
your turn.
One thing I did find out, though, unfortunately, in a previous game, is that if you touch that, and if you don't have a full deck of cards in your hand, it will give you back only what you had in your hand. And you have to end up using that up and passing the castle before you'll get another full hand of cards again. So you can actually mess yourself up with that. You only really want to reshuffle if you have a full deck. Or at least a full hand of cards.
Now, if I remember correctly, Phantasm is the ability that makes it that she can't be targeted by spells like Magic Bolt or anything like that.
Yeah, I believe so.
You may cast a spell again. Discard a card. Cross over to a new land. It's your turn. Discard a card.
Oh, now you got some creatures in your hand.
True.
Cross over to a new land.
Okay, either way, you're going to land on my Saga Wayne.
Oh, okay, so that's not a bad thing.
You've stopped in allied territory. It's your turn. Aim for the castle.
Mudman. Looking at it, looks more like a shit man.
Yeah, I know, for real. And I think it is kind of nice that for every drawn card, they actually show you the name of the artist.
Yeah.
So if you were really curious about a really cool-looking card, you could actually look up the name of the artist and probably find him.
Now, a lot of these cards have stayed the same with each game. In fact, things like the Minotaur, that's the same card, that exactly the same card with the exactly the same artwork as was in the PS2 game. I can't speak to the original game because that only released in Japan on the Saturn.
Right. I've seen a little bit of footage of that game, and it, well, let's just say it looks like a Saturn game. I'm not really, we wouldn't be able to play it, even though I can play Japanese Saturn games because it uses so much text. I wouldn't know what in the world's going on.
Yeah.
Let's try this out. Let's see. Is
That's the only creature on the side that's not mine. Remember, the rings around each space tell whose creature it is. If it's not red or blue, then it's not either of ours.
Oh, okay.
I say limit how many of the wind creatures you take off the board.
Oh, right, because of, yeah. So wait, does that actually work with other people's winged creatures as well?
It counts based on how many wind creatures are on the board total. Yours
really?
and mine. And the opponent's.
I'll put it on this one. Since it's a health only,
You may cast a
no
spell
strength type of
again.
creature, might as well lower its health.
Aim for the castle.
Yeah, laps are completed when you hit all the checkpoints on the board and then get back to the castle.
Turn.
Right.
And when you complete a lap, you get it's like passing Go on Monopoly. You'll get a major money bonus and hit points get restored on all your creatures.
The fun thing about this game is that there are so many variables.
Aim for the castle.
Yep. Of course, when all the spaces on the board are taken, that's when things really get vicious.
Oh, yeah.
Discard a card.
Now, it looks like that guy largely has neutral creatures in his deck.
Aim for the castle.
True.
Neutral creatures have their place in the game, but they're the strongest neutral creature is weaker than a lot of the elementals.
Just to give you an idea of how crazy you can get with your strategies, tell them about that one person that you played that had the really weird strategy.
Yeah, I once played a game online. Yeah, this particular Culdcept game is playable on Xbox Live to this day, if you still have your 360 hooked up. And I played against a guy online who managed to beat me without getting into a single fight. The reason why is because he built his entire deck around strengthening the Corn Folk. The Corn Folk basically boost how much money you get on each lap, And the more corn folk you have there, the more it boosts how much money you get. Because that way he was able to just run laps without getting into a single fight and just keep racking up the money easily on every lap.
Right, and basically you win as soon as you pass the amount goal.
As soon as you pass the amount goal and get back to the castle.
Yeah, and get back to the castle, then you win. I mean, you can fight the other creatures on the board, but you're not required to. I mean, if you can take the hit from their toll, then by all means, you don't have to fight them at all. And in fact, you can even do things like when you have access to the entire board at certain points, you can actually click on a character, say it's right next door to another character that's an enemy. You can actually move the character like you're trying to move its spaces from one side to the other and move him over to the other enemy space, and what you'll do is you'll just initiate a fight right there if you really wanted to.
Follow the guidance of the cards.
This is basically like the Chancer Community Chest.
Discard a card.
Well, actually, no, the one on the other end of the board is like the Chancer Community Chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shrines. Now, along with the creatures, there are also item and spell cards.
Follow
In fact,
the
I
guidance of the
really need a
cards.
feature card. Spell cards are used outside of battle. Items give you boosts if you do go into a fight.
Cross over.
And then you get into unusual situations like creatures that are technically items.
Good luck on your
But that's like a whole nother thing.
But that also counts for support abilities, where you can certain creatures can have an ally as an item, basically.
Yeah, and those are actually really good to have on the board
Follow the guidance of the cards. Discard a
because you
card.
can technically triple the strength and hit points of some creature you have on the board if you use an ally that has really strong on both of those. So you're basically combining their 2 hit points and the strength together.
Well, one creature that's particularly useful that way is the Bloody Pudding.
Oh yeah.
Because that creature, if you use another creature as a support ally, then the Bloody Pudding will absorb the other creature, giving it a permanent boost to its stats.
Cross over to a new land. You received a reward. Good luck on your... Make an offering to your god. It's your turn. Cross over to a new land.
So most of the game is really about deciding what you're going to do because you have to divide the money that you have.
Cross over to a new
You have to
land.
divide the money that you have
You've stopped in your own territory.
between whether or not you're going to save it
Discard
in case you
a
run
card.
into another creature's land and you have to pay a toll,
Cross over to
or you
new
lose a
land.
fight and you have to
It's
pay a
your
toll,
turn.
whatever the case may be, or you save your money in order to basically have enough money at the end to try to win the game.
You've stopped an ally.
Yeah, one important thing to keep in mind is if you get into a fight, the only way you avoid paying a toll is if you actually win the fight and kill the creature that's defending. If neither of you die after one strike, then the defense holds the land and you still have to pay the toll.
Right. A really good tactic that we were using on another battle, which worked really well, is, as you saw,
Make an offering to your god. You received a reward.
is I have
Good luck on
there's-
your journey. Cross over to
there
a
are
new
spell
land.
cards that say like Holy Word 1, Holy Word 3, that basically for one turn limits whoever you put it on. It could be you, it could be an enemy, and it limits how many spaces they can move. It basically like restricts their dice roll. And there is, believe it or not, a Holy Word 0.
Aim for the
And
next
if
door.
somebody lands on one of your lands and can't fight and has to pay a high toll, you can put a Holy Word 0 on them and make them do it all over again because they won't be able to move. That's also a tactic.
In fact, last time we played this game, we took advantage of that when the opponent landed on a spot that was fully leveled up to where they had to pay 2,300 as a toll. Then you hit them with a holy word 0 so that they had to pay it again.
Magic ball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my Leshy.
Oh, sorry.
Remember, the spots that have the green or the yellow outline.
You mean green or red? I mean, blue or red, right?
No, blue or red are ours. There's green or yellow are the opponents.
Oh yeah, green and yellow is the opponents, yeah. I guess I'll just stick it on the skeleton. Bring the skeleton from 40 to 20.
Cross over to a new land.
Okay, good.
Now you can take any direction you want going around the board. The only thing you can't do is double back.
Right. Now there is actually a special creature. It's like a mechanical owl that you can put on the board, and it has an ability that you can use. When you click on the creature, you can pay a fee and use its ability, and it will let you decide which direction you want to go in, and you could go backwards if you wanted to, but that's one of the only few times you can do that.
It's your turn.
Silence. Let's see.
Silence.
Let's see. Go ahead and hit this doofus with it. For the next 2 turns, he can't summon anything.
Not even if he lands on one of our lands and he has to fight, he won't be able to. He'll just have to take the hit.
Right.
Take the fee. That's why it's kind of not just for your money total at the end of the game to try to win.
You've stopped in your
It's
own
worth it to
territory.
up the level of your creature's territories so that other people have to pay more of a toll.
But it isn't just upping the territory, because that boosts the hit points of the creature sitting on it.
Right.
But if you have more of your own creatures in neighboring lands, then it boosts their attack strength as well.
Right.
Discard a card. You received a reward. Good luck on your... Make an offering. Cross over to a new land. It's your turn. Aim for the next fort.
That's my diarrhea there.
In allied territory.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Cross over to a new land. Discard a card. Cross over.
Yeah, right here he can't summon anything, so he has to pay me.
And he apparently had enough money that he decided not only not to summon anything, which he couldn't, but take one of his own territories and just level it up because he had so much money. Now you can only touch the territories if you pass some of your own territories, like the last few that were behind you. In general, you can't usually like just touch every territory on the board unless you land on a castle. So this one basically will make me really fast across the board.
Haste.
For the next 2 turns, she can only roll anything from a 6 to an 8.
Right.
Cross over to a new land. It's your turn. Make an offering to your god.
Now, unlike Monopoly, you don't get anything for landing specifically on the main castle by exact count. You're going to get the same benefit either way. If you just land on it in general or you land on it by exact count, it doesn't really matter.
You've stopped in your own territory. Discard a card. Aim for the castle.
Man, I hate those were-tigers.
Discard a card. You've stopped in allied territory. It's your turn. Make an offering to your god. Cross over to a
Now,
new
one thing to
land.
note is if somebody has something like this Speedy Foot spell on them and you accidentally cast something else on yourself while this one is still going, you will negate it. And the same thing can be said for, like, if somebody puts a bad spell on you, you can negate it by putting something else on yourself.
A spell or an area of effect ability, only one could be active at any given time.
Right.
There's the bloody pudding I mentioned
Discard
before.
a card.
So that's an easy way to get out of a bad spell being put on you, is by basically just cast something else on yourself.
Aim for the castle. You've stopped in allied territory. Discard a card.
It's kind of good to keep, like, a mix of things in your hand if you can.
Make an offering to your god. Place your hand in its pure. It's your turn. Discard a card. Follow the guidance of the cards. Discard a card. It's your turn.
Oh, the Paladin. That's one of the stronger wind creatures. Let's see. Do I want to fight the? No, just. This is the shrine is basically the Chancer community chest. Let's see what the effect is this time.
The value of all red symbols fell by 10%, so that includes everybody, enemies and heroes as creatures.
Symbols are basically the stocks in the game.
Right.
Discard a card.
So there are a lot of different angles you can go with in this game in terms of figuring out how to win.
Cross over to a new land. Place your hand in its purifying waters. Discard a card. Cross over to a new land. It's your turn. Discard a card.
Magic Bolt.
Well, here's your chance. You could go land on that skeleton and take it.
Yep.
You've stopped in enemy territory.
I'll just use this one. It attacks first.
Harpy versus Skeleton.
Prepare for battle.
That's really meant for defense, so you really don't have any offensive items to use.
They do, though.
They don't have any defensive. So you're gonna win this fight.
Yeah. Yep, that was easy.
The offense vanquished the enemy.
Especially since I went with attack first, so.
It's your turn. Discard a card. Cross over to a new land. Discard a card.
Haste.
It's one of the first times I've ever seen two allied AI characters actually kind of work together. Usually they're not working much together.
Good luck. You've stopped in your own territory.
Well, I've seen it happen before.
Discard a card. It's your
Another good reason to buy symbols, like the game's version of stocks, is if you get into trouble and you don't have enough of your own money funds to basically pay a toll, then you can actually sell what you've invested into the symbols instead of taking away a land or taking away a creature is exchange for the money that you don't have. Ah, see, here's that Holy Word Zero I was talking about. Curious, do you think I should put the Holy Word Zero on Pondon because he's about to land on your...
Well, if you hit him with the Holy Word Zero right now, then that means on his next turn he's just going to stay on that one spot he has.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
The big benefit would have been to cancel out the haste that's on him.
territory. It's
Yeah,
your
that's
turn.
true. But I don't really want to use it for that.
Discard a card. Make an offering to your god. You received a reward. Good luck. You've stopped in enemy territory.
Paladin versus Spectre.
Okay, I know Pondon doesn't have any defensive items.
One thing you can see in this invasion defense screen is that they also have land bonuses depending. Like if they're the defending creature, they're going to have a land bonus. If they're the same type as their land, like a green creature on a green land and so forth, they're going to have a bonus from that.
Well, the thing is, in the Spectre, in battle, its strength and hit points would be something random. So I better use something to ensure that if it gets the hit points up to 70, which being on land it would be an 80 in that case. I want to ensure I could still win the fight.
Right. Oh yeah, you're gonna win this one.
The offense vanquished the enemy.
That's the thing about creatures with random abilities. Random is random. So it's random just to even use creatures with abilities like that.
Magic Bolt.
Make an offering. Cross over to a new land. Aim for the castle. You've stopped in enemy territory.
Now, your harpy has attack first. So.
Harpy.
I know.
Prepare for battle.
Now,
I'm just trying to defend the land, so I'm going to use my thing.
oh,
Oh no! Ah, crap. Crap.
The offense
Well, I guess I couldn't have guessed.
oh well.
That's why the enemies tend to keep so many of those weapon items around.
You received a reward. Good luck on your... Make an offering to your god.
Oh, did you buy some wind symbols?
Yes.
Okay, I'll buy some too.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Place your hand in its purifying waters.
Oh, there was this one game where it seemed like the dice were absolutely against me. That kept rolling one over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Aim for the next fort. Receive the oracle of the gods.
If you hit it too quickly when it's on the dice roll, sometimes it's not always good. Sometimes you might land more ones than anything. Excuse me.
Total is a little higher than ours, but we're still within striking distance.
Right.
Cross over to a new land. It's your turn. Cross over to a new... You've stopped in enemy territory.
This is gonna hurt. That symbol on the griffin and the hurricane means that you can't place them on the territory of that element.
Right.
Meaning that the only thing she can use is the phoenix, and the phoenix would even with the sword, the phoenix wouldn't be strong enough. To take down that dragon zombie.
Yeah, because you notice he has a land effect of plus 30. So that means 30 to his hit points, right?
Yeah, that would mean that his hit points would be at 90. And with
Luckily I have the money to support it, but, you know, that's a pretty heavy hit.
Cross over to a new land.
either way, I'll land on my circle wing.
You've stopped in your own territory. Cross over to a new... You've stopped in enemy
Fighting the
territory.
Leshy.
Cerberus versus Leshy.
Okay, he
Prepare
has a
for
sword.
battle.
Oh, crap.
Bye-bye to his strength.
Wow, that actually worked out. That was...
Oh! Doubles hit because it's a Cerberus.
Oh, no. Crap.
The offense vanquished the enemy.
Ugh.
Oh
You really have to take a lot into account if you're gonna get into fights.
You received a reward. Good luck on your next journey. It's your turn.
Well, I love this item. It basically steals the other person's item. Since you can't, like, they'll put up that symbol like the other person's got a card, whether or not they're even using a card, and it'll just go away if they don't use a card. But you also can't see what card they're using. Now, you can look and see what cards they have, but you can't ever tell whether or not they're actually going to use anything.
Okay, either take on their Blitz Raven or take on their Wall of Stone.
You've stopped in
I'm not doing
enemy
either.
territory.
It's just 30
It's your
points,
turn.
so it's not that bad.
Aim for the next fort.
And there's the bloody pudding you were talking about with the support ability.
Well, now every space on the board, I think, is taken, so now it's just about actually combating for
Make
them.
an offering to your god. Place your hands
And building up
on
whenever you
divine
can.
waters. Discard a card. Make an offering. Cross over to a new
Okay,
land.
there's one space that hasn't been taken yet.
Receive the oracle of the
All
gods.
Earth creatures take damage.
It's your turn. Discard a card.
Mana.
Of course, that gives me 150 gold.
You've stopped in enemy territory.
You can't use any creatures.
Nope.
It's your turn. You've stopped in your own territory. Cross over to a new land. Discard a card. You've stopped in enemy territory. It's your turn.
Holy Word 1.
So you can take that spot.
Yeah. I figured I'd go ahead.
Now all the spaces on the board have been claimed.
Yep.
It's your turn.
Now it's about getting to the goal and jockeying for position on the
Discard a
board.
card. Cross over to a new land. Follow the guidance of the cards. Discard a card. Discard a card. Aim for the next fort. You've stopped in allied territory. It's your turn.
You might want to use that against that dragon zombie. Force the land down.
Who owns it?
And
Mark? Okay.
Subsidence.
Yeah, that helps.
You've stopped in allied territory. It's
make sure you
your
clean your
turn.
shoes.
Yeah.
Discard a card.
Haste.
Make an offering to your god. Cross over to a new land. You've stopped in enemy territory.
It may seem pointless to fight in this case, but it's really about taking the spots now. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you could use support, and then, even though he's going to be 30-40...
Woodfolk versus Blitzraven.
Prepare.
Oh, but I don't have enough mana to use the support ability.
Ugh.
But I did get him to waste his armor.
Yeah. Well, he gets to kill your creature, though.
Oh well. I would have ended up having to discard something anyway.
Yeah.
Discard a card. Aim for the castle.
Unfortunately, you can't directly look at the enemy scepter's hands, but you can look at them briefly whenever they show up on the screen, and if you know what some of the cards are, then you can get a sense.
Cross over to a new land. Make an off. You've stopped in allied territory. It's your turn.
Conspiracy.
This basically allows me to, if I run into somebody else's territory, I can summon a creature to help fight for me, or even just summon a creature if I were going to put it on a land and it wouldn't cost me anything.
Yeah.
So long as creatures that are higher than that are already on the board, which they are.
Aim for the next fort.
Okay, either the Wallstone or the Blitzraven.
I'll just go with Blitzraven.
You've stopped in enemy territory.
Yeah, so see, it doesn't cost me anything to summon him.
Rift versus Blitzraven.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, I was wrong. You can't see what they have. I'm gonna go. Can the Blitzraven use? They can't use scrolls, but do you remember if he has any items?
I do know he has a sword and a piece of armor.
Okay, I'm gonna use the steel item just in case he tries it.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't, but it's okay.
The offense vanquished the enemy. It's your turn.
I don't know if y'all can hear it, but there's a cry sound in the background. It's my cat. One of my cats is
You've stopped
just crying
in
at the
allied
door.
territory. Discard a card.
Crusher.
You may cast a spell again. You've stopped in enemy territory.
Cerberus versus Sir Gawain.
See,
Prepare for battle.
I couldn't tell what that necklace is, but I'm not taking any chances. Let's see. Especially since that Cerberus has double hit.
Oh no, he destroyed your item.
Asshole.
Cerberus is bad about that, about having the double attacks.
The offense vanquished the enemy.
Well, just wait until I get my Garuda in my hand.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've only got one Garuda between the two of us. I haven't gotten far enough in the game to get a Garuda yet.
But it's like Buford Tannen said in Back to the Future Part 3. I only need one.
Now this is going to be useful. Strength to 0 to a target creature.
Debility.
What is the worst creature with the highest strength?
I'd say that Dragon Zombie at this point.
Really? Yeah, because it's the one that they've leveled up the most, isn't it?
Yeah, plus it has an ally right there.
Yep.
You may cast a spell again. Cross over to a new lab. Make an offering to your god. You've stopped in allied
Good.
territory. It's your turn. You've stopped in your own territory. You've stopped in your own territory.
Ah, they're leveling up the Were-Tiger.
Discard a card.
You're not going to use the mana, idiot?
Cross over to a new
Hey, I mean, you know, it's
Follow the
AI.
guidance of the cards. Discard a card.
Video game AI, so who knows?
It's your turn.
Here's a really good point to be made. If I landed on this fountain right now and tried to reshuffle my cards, I've only got 3 cards. They would only give me 3 cards back, so it's not a really good idea to do it.
Cross over to a new land. Follow the guidance of the cards. It's your turn. Cross over to a new land. Cross over to a new. You've
Time to
stopped
pay,
in
asshole.
enemy territory. Discard a card. Aim for the castle. You've stopped in allied territory. It's
And
your
here
turn.
we go.
Holy word 0.
This is exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, shame it was it wasn't 2,000 rather than 200, but hey, still hit them hard.
You've stopped in enemy territory. It's your turn. You've stopped in
I don't
enemy
remember which one it is, but I remember there's a creature with a creature ability that you could pay to use.
Okay.
And it put Holy Word 0 on whoever you wanted to put it on.
Okay, I don't have anything that could kill that force giant. So.
Yeah.
But you're going to be paying me back that with interest.
You've stopped in enemy territory.
He's like, fine, you can have it.
Insufficient
Oh,
magic
he's got to
power.
give up some stuff. See, this is what happens when you don't buy symbols, is you have to give up the land with the creature on it.
Well, 3 spots are now open.
Yep.
Discard a card.
Oh, now he's using it.
Mana.
You've stopped in enemy territory.
Funganor. Versus Bloody Pudding.
Okay, let's give some extra hit points to the bloody pudding. All right. I'm gonna give.
It's like swatting a fly at this point.
And the thing is, the Bloody Pudding keeps that hit point bonus from the Storm Giant.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that's nice.
It's your turn.
A couple fights like that and the Bloody Pudding becomes invincible. Well, they do have a couple of neutral creatures on the board, like that fighter.
Vanishing Ray.
Let's see, there's the fighter. Any others? No, just the fighter.
Okay, I'll just use it on the fighter just to get it out of my hand.
Vanishing Ray.
Receive the
All fire creatures get 5 on strength.
Oh,
I think,
that's only that guy's stuff.
yeah.
It's your turn. Make an offering to your god. You received a reward. Good luck on your next journey. Cross over to a new land.
Now, of course, when you cast a spell, you don't get to cast another one unless it specifically says double cast, which basically means you don't double cast that one. You just get to cast something else afterwards.
Discard a card. You received a reward. Good luck on your... Make an offering. Cross over to a new land.
Oh boy.
Okay, they're still within spitting distance of us. So they were definitely hit hard by that. And he's gonna get hit hard by that. Except he's gonna try to fight it.
Yeah.
Lizard Man.
Doesn't Lizard Man attack first?
Tornado.
Hey,
Prepare for battle.
he has a sword which will add 30 on there. Which still isn't enough to win, but
I would use the stone. Not that stone, the other stone. And just to hold the land. Yep, you're gonna hold it.
The battle
only you had another Holy Word 0 to hit him again.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Oh, you could hit him with slow. You could hit him with slow. So maybe he'll land on that paladin in as well, which is also built up.
Slow.
I don't have anything.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Well, if I can land on the spot, then I got something I could put there.
Mana.
Either way, I'm going to land on the Cerberus.
Oh boy.
You've stopped in enemy territory. Discard a card.
Triumph.
You've stopped in allied territory.
Excuse me.
Ah,
You received a reward.
it would have been nice to have forced him to pay up even more.
Wind of Hope.
Drawing 2 cards.
Cross over to a new land. Place your hand in its purifying waters. It's your turn. Aim for the next fort.
Okay.
You've stopped in enemy
Okay,
territory.
he attacks twice. He'll be at 40 with his strength, but if I have something that'll hit him first, then he won't even get a chance to attack. Okay, he won't have any hit point boost.
Why does it say that that one creature on the left is equal?
His strength is equal to the hit points of the creature in question.
Oh.
I think. Well, just either I take the land or we both lose it.
Versus.
And yes, it is entirely possible for both creatures to die. It doesn't happen that often, but it can be done.
Wow.
Oh, smells like barbecued dog hair.
Nice
There you go.
Nice to finally put that pooch down.
Yeah. You mean both of them? They got two heads.
You had two hellhounds. You could have just put something there, idiot.
Who knows?
You've stopped in allied territory. It's your
Okay,
turn.
the music changed because we're past the halfway point before
Discard
reaching the
a
total.
card.
Needed to win. You don't have enough mana to.
I will in a second, but I won't be able to do anything.
Oh, but you're gonna land on a green spot, so on an open spot, so you can
Make an offering
drop
to
a
your
creature.
god.
I'll just drop Bloody Pudding, that's all I have.
Better than having to discard something.
Yeah.
You've stopped in your own territory. Discard a card. Aim for the next fort. Receive the Oracle of the Gods.
All wind creatures get hit points back.
Oh, neat. Which is mostly your stuff and my
Right.
stuff.
Well, the only one it didn't affect was the Sword Princess.
Discard a card. Make an offering. Cross over to a new land. It's your turn.
Spartor.
Okay, using some cards does require a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Cross over to a new land. Follow the guidance of the cards. It's your turn.
I did some real damage with a lava worm
Cross
before.
over to a new land.
The creature evolves into an armed princess.
Maybe you should do that. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've ever even seen that.
I think I have the armed princess as a separate card.
Discard a card.
Oh, it's not just an ability, it's a separate card?
Right.
Cross over to a new land. Make an off. You've stopped in your own territory.
Drought.
Oh, he's putting it on me. But I can probably dispel that.
Well, no need to. It only lasts for 3 rounds.
Oh yeah.
Just means you can't level up any land for the next 3 turns. But you could pay him back by maybe draining some magic from him.
See, who has the higher magic?
Well, you could see.
Drain magic.
Well, Pondon has 1,300 to work with, so definitely steal from him.
Yeah.
Aim for the next fort.
Okay. Well, you can land on your own Griffin.
Oh yeah.
You've stopped in your own territory.
Remember, you can't level anything up while the drought effect's on
Oh
you.
yeah.
It's your turn.
Lord of Bane, I never actually got to use this one before.
Because it takes so much stuff.
But I have enough to
Discard
use
a
it.
card. Make an offering to your god. Cross over to a new land.
$10.80. 1080. What do I have in my...
$10.80 and it would be
Okay, the strength...
$80.60.
well, I don't have a creature right next there, so the strength would be the same. The boost only takes effect if the Lord of Bane is placed.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't win that fight.
Yeah.
You've stopped in allied territory.
And that's of course reshuffling the cards.
Discard a card. Cross over to a new land. You've stopped in enemy territory.
Fire giant. Versus knight.
Prepare
Okay,
for battle.
has a weapon to use. You better not.
All right.
The defense withstood the attack.
Pay up, asshole.
Insufficient.
Yep, he's having to
magic
give up
power.
land again because he doesn't buy symbols. Now, some maps that you can play on here don't even have some of these extras.
Yeah. Most especially the first map, which is just the castle, one checkpoint, and that's it.
Yeah.
An extremely small map.
Aim for the next fort.
We chose this map because it has a taste of just about everything.
And also because if you look at the stats on each map, some maps actually give you more cards at the end of battle because whether you win or you lose, you're going to get cards at the end of battle. But this map in particular gives you more cards at the end of battle.
Well, you gotta slow, maybe you could hit someone with it.
Slow.
Cross over to a new land. It's your turn.
Oh, there's the
Here's
Garuda.
my Garuda.
You've stopped in allied territory.
At this point, with so many wind creatures on the board, the Garuda is guaranteed to win just about every fight.
Triumph.
You use Triumph to override your slow.
Yeah.
Aim for the castle. You've stopped in enemy
Oh, he's
territory.
fighting you.
Dwarf versus Sanctum Guard.
Prepare
Okay,
for
he has a
battle.
weapon. I don't have anything I could use.
Yeah.
Oh well. That's the way it rolls sometimes.
Yeah.
The offers vanquish the enemy.
Okay, we're still heavily heading towards win.
Discard a card.
Drought.
Put it on you.
I can't level anything up for the next 3 turns.
Yep.
You've stopped in enemy territory. It's your turn.
Now, these alliance battles basically mean that we basically don't have to fight if we land on, you know, allied territory, but it doesn't mean that we can level up each other's territory. Unfortunately, we still can only level up our own.
Not to mention we have our own mana reserves, so we can't just hand money to each other.
Anti-magic.
There you go.
Make an offering to your god.
Yeah, don't go crazy because they do still have spaces of their own.
I know.
You've stopped in allied territory.
Their spaces are now piddly shit, but they still have them.
Yeah, I know.
Discard
Hey, look, you got
a
Mr.
card.
Potato Head.
Yep. Okay. I don't have any fire territory, so I might as well drop a wild horn.
You've stopped in your own territory.
Apparently, you can't put the Garuda on a green territory.
I know that. I'm just looking to swap. I wouldn't want to actually place the Garuda anyway because of the fact that it's much more important as an attacking creature. What I was thinking of doing was switching to the Spud Folk. Because the Mudman will be more important to keep in my hand.
Oh no.
Okay, what's he gonna hit?
Magic Bolt.
Oh, just bloody pudding. It's not even high level bloody pudding.
Oh, round 2.
You've stopped in enemy territory.
I don't have a Holy Word 0, sorry.
Insufficient magic power.
Oh, he has to give up Were Tiger.
I think the only thing he actually has left is that dragon zombie.
Yeah. And we already lowered its level. And he hasn't tried to level it up again.
Cross over to a new land. Make an offering to your... It's your turn.
Oh, I do! Oh
Now
my
you can hit him
God.
with the Holy Word 0,
Holy Word 0.
which cancels out his triumph.
Yeah.
Cross over to a new...
Yeah, we can be pretty vicious as
Yeah.
a team.
Well, that's how you have to be in these kind of
Right.
games.
Discard a card.
Okay, go ahead and drop the gas cloud.
But it's good to remember that if you're playing against other people, you know, it's all for funsies. Even if you are being somewhat vicious, you know, you're just playing the essential, like, you know, basically a video game, board game. That's something to remember anytime you're playing against people online is you know, go hard, have fun, but, you know, don't be dicks, you know?
You may cast a spell again.
Now, what did that do?
It added an extra 30 hit points onto that thing.
Oh, good.
30 hit points and 30 strength.
Wow, that's good.
Aim for the castle. You've
But don't
stopped
you think
in
so?
your own
Yeah.
territory.
We don't play online a whole lot, but we tend to be very civil.
I know there's a severe lack of civility sometimes when it comes to
Oh,
playing
he's actually
online.
trying.
Yeah, when it comes to playing online, you know?
Titan versus Knight.
That's why some people won't even play online.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can use. Which means he could take it.
Oh,
Shit.
no.
Damn it. That definitely hurt.
Vanquish
Yeah.
the enemy. Discard a card. You've stopped in enemy territory.
Well,
It's your turn.
Do you have anything to try to take that from him? Use the X button if you want to see what's in your hand. Okay.
I have a sword.
Okay, I know the item in his hand is something that'll destroy an item if anyone tries to use it.
Okay.
So, do you have anything that will hit him hard enough? He doesn't get the land benefit, and he doesn't have any allied creatures nearby. So,
You've stopped in enemy
okay, the paladin will do it. He doesn't have anything he could really use.
Paladin versus Burning Titan.
And don't use any items.
No?
No, don't. He does-
Because his strength is 60.
But your strength is 60 and it matches his hit points, and he has nothing he could use to defend himself.
Yeah, well, I'm going to use an item.
All he's gonna do is destroy. Oh wait, he's not destroying.
Sometimes the AIs are stupid. That's not a destroying item, is it?
I thought it was.
No, it's like it usually has a hand on it if it's a destroying item. There we go.
Easy come, easy go, huh?
Vanquish the enemy.
Yeah, the necklace that looks like bones with a hand on it, that's a destroying item.
It's your turn.
I guess that is one fault to the Garuda. It can't be placed on Earth territory.
Yeah.
So
You've stopped in allied territory.
I thought you said you weren't trying to replace it, though.
Cross over to
I'm not.
You've
Oh.
stopped in
Oh, he's
enemy
trying to
territory.
fight the tornado.
Dwarf
he has nothing he can use,
Tornado.
Prepare for battle.
and I don't have to use anything.
Man, that changed quick. Man, we destroyed him.
The
Yeah,
demons stood
the Whirlwind is basically the one of the few defensive creatures that's designed to attack.
insufficient magic power.
And bye bye to your dragon zombie.
Yep.
Now the only thing he has left is that wall of stone.
Discard
Yeah.
a card. Cross over to a new land. It's your turn.
Definitely take one of those open
Raise the
spots.
castle.
Oh,
Well,
you don't,
I
you
can't.
don't have anything you can take right now.
But just to show people, this is an interesting item. It attacks last, but it reduces your strength, usually down to almost nothing, but it gives you an extra 60 HP, and this one basically neutralizes anything that's basically not a scroll. So both of those are pretty useful.
It's your turn. Discard a card.
I guess I'll drop the harpy.
Cross over to a new land. Make an offering to your god. You received a reward. Good luck. You've stopped in your own
Yeah, level it up
territory.
max. That way we can make sure we can win. Man, that's gonna hurt if he lands on that. Now, almost did.
You received a reward.
He's trying to level up one of the only territories he's got left.
The only territory he has.
Oh, yeah,
left.
the.
Discard a card. It's your turn.
Spar toy.
Cross over to a new. You've stopped in allied territory.
Do I have anything back here?
Yeah, yeah, your paladin.
Oh, yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay, as it is the our total mana is very close. I think if you manage to reach the castle, you should get enough of opponents to be able to win.
Okay.
Then go ahead and drop the dwarf.
Cross over to a new land.
Oh, I can't place it. Shit.
Haste.
Make an offering. Cross over to a new land. You've stopped in allied territory.
A rat.
Yeah, a lot of these AI characters tend to have a lot of very low-level creatures.
It's your turn.
Now there's a stealing item. It usually looks like a hand.
You receive
Oh, but unless you can defeat that Minotaur, it's gonna hit hard for the money.
Yeah.
And you don't have anything that could actually defeat it.
I'll try.
Wyvern versus Minotaur.
Prepare for battle.
Do you know if he has any items?
I think he does, but he's not. But he's probably not going to use them because he knows based on stats alone he can win.
Yeah. I don't know why I used that item. I forgot it. That was the most useless fight ever in the world.
Yeah.
Man, I was stupid. But anyway, I can still take it.
Insufficient.
I just gave up some of my symbols. And this is why I bought symbols. Let's see, how much do I need to give up?
You need to give up enough to cover 87, but
Oh,
you may
okay.
want to give up more than that so you have enough funds to work with.
Yeah. There, I'll do that.
It's your turn. Aim for the next fort.
That's my skeleton.
I know.
You've stopped in allied territory.
Crusher.
See, you negated it.
Yeah.
You may
Aha.
cast a spell again.
Sometimes AI is a little stupid.
Aim for the next fort. You've stopped in enemy territory.
Is he gonna win with that?
Hellspawn versus Spudbolt.
Prepare for battle.
He just has a weird necklace.
Deals only half damage to water creatures. Of course, that doesn't apply here.
Yeah. Yeah, since you're just trying to hold the land.
Yeah.
The battle was a draw.
I haven't really read much online about other people's strategies because I kind of like to come up with my
It's
own.
your turn.
That's kind of the fun of this game. 20 damage to a target creature.
Magic Bolt.
Oh, that's yours.
Yeah, that's mine.
That's yours.
You're looking for anything with either a green or a yellow outline.
Oh, yeah. Oh, heck. I'm just going to do it to this one.
If you have another magic bolt, then you could hit it again and bye-bye to the bye-bye to that big land of theirs.
To your god.
Yeah.
Cross over to a new land. You've stopped in your own territory. It's your turn.
So you think we're still going to win?
Oh, no doubt. They got hit extra hard.
Yeah.
Cross over to a new land. Make an offering to your god.
As you can see, you can roll all the way up to a 9.
Well, how far you can roll depends on the size of the board.
Yeah.
The smaller boards, they limit you on what your die could be.
Right. That's why the fast roll card does 6 to 8.
Okay, we're definitely close enough that you complete. If you complete your lap, you could very well win for us.
Oh, you think so?
It is possible.
You received a reward. Good luck on your... Make an offering. Cross over to a new land. It's your turn.
Debility.
That'll help in case we land on it.
You may cast a spell again.
You're gonna land on Mr.
Aim
Potato
for the
Head.
next fort. You've
Well, you
stopped
may want to
in
help
Allied
by building up one of your territories, like maybe
yeah.
maybe that wind spot.
Don't have much money, but I'll use something.
It's
your
pushed over
turn.
over 9,000, so completing the lap the lap bonus should be enough to win.
Isn't that a Dragon Ball meme over 9,000
Yeah.
or something?
Well, time to add some extra assurance. Bye bye, Minotaur.
Oh, good.
Magic Bolt.
Now, does that land retain the level?
Because it was killed by magic, then yes.
Oh, yeah.
So whoever lands on it takes a very big territory.
Yeah.
Cross over to a new land. You've stopped in your own territory. You've stopped in allied territory. Discard a card.
He has 2 spells there. I don't even know what they do, but he hasn't used them the entire game.
You've stopped.
Those are
in
heal
your
spells.
own
Yeah. I got another one of those armors.
Cross over to a new land.
Yeah, quickly level up something.
Well, I don't have enough money. Oh, well.
It's your turn. Aim for the castle.
I think that's my skeleton.
Yeah, it is.
You've stopped in Allied territory.
Just for a little extra assurance.
Cross over to a new land. Make an offering to your god. Discard a card.
Question is, why isn't he just getting rid of the heal spells? He doesn't need them.
Who knows?
For the next fort. You've stopped in enemy territory.
Fight. Versus. Wyvern.
Whose wyvern is this? Oh, me?
Yours.
Oh, okay.
Prepare
Hey.
for battle.
I'll try to steal his item. Oh, he's not using one. Fuck. Oh well, I'm gonna decimate him anyway.
Nice that the animations match up to what the creatures are.
Yeah.
Stood the attack.
Or what weapons they're using.
It's your turn.
Give yourself Holy Word 6 to get yourself to the castle. This should be enough to win. Or at least your bonus should be enough to win.
Make an offering to your god.
Oh, you hadn't completed the lap yet, so
Waters.
Yeah.
so it looks like I'd be completing the lap first. Oh, my mistake.
Your turn. Discard a card.
Yeah, that's one of those unusual creatures that's two different elements at the same time.
Toss the samurai right now. Oh, take this spot. Just for a little extra security.
Discard a card.
And what does Triumph do?
I can't remember.
Oh.
You've stopped in enemy territory.
Are we gonna see someone actually going? No. For a second, I thought we were gonna see someone actually going bankrupt.
I know I've gone bankrupt in a few games.
Cross over to a new land. Make an offering to your.
If a player does go bankrupt, then they get kicked back to the castle, given a little bit of mana to start it, and basically it's as if the game starts all over for them.
Yeah, while you're in the middle of the
To a
game.
new land.
Okay, you can take that spot.
I mean,
No, you don't have enough mana to. Oh well.
It's your turn.
Okay, okay. I'm about to reach the castle in either this turn or the next, and it will be all over.
are you gonna land on the?
To a new
Okay.
land. Make an offering to your god. You receive.
And that kicks us over the 10,000.
Cool. All right.
You have achieved the goal.
We win.
Yep.
And you can see the point where things really went bad for them.
Yeah.
Around round 28.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and save it.
And one of the nicest things about this game is the fact that whether you win or lose, you will get cards.
Oh yeah. And like I said, why I picked this one is because,
Okay, here are the cards you won.
let's see, new cards for me are this idol, which is a neutral idol,
You got the behemoth.
a behemoth,
It attacks last, but it's very good at holding territory.
Deathsquito. I've seen this one used a lot in battles. This one, Fate, I've never seen this one. The creature. User draws a card. Upon defeat, user draws a card. That's interesting.
Okay, got another giant amoeba, got another lamia. The Mothman.
Mothman! Oh, it's actually kind of cute. Attacks first. So it's basically, even though it's a wind creature, it relies on strength and hit points of neutral creatures. So it's kind of one of those weird things. I got another succubus.
Spectre's Robe.
Item card. Strength and hit points, random value. Oh. Spike Shield. Oh yeah, I remember having this in one of my old playthroughs before I lost the file. This one was really good.
Yeah. The Wind Shield.
Neutralizes wind.
Well, one thing you missed. It neutralizes wind, but if you put it on a wind creature, it neutralizes everything.
Oh yeah.
Corruption.
Target enemy scepter loses. Number of symbols owned. Wow, yeah.
Drought.
And then I got Drought. Cool. And I got one more down here.
Holy Word 2.
Oh, I finally got 2, yeah.
Now here's the cards I got. I got another Behemoth, I got another Funganoid, got the Hydra.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good because it regenerates.
Regenerates if it survives a fight, except when it's on Fireland. Got another Wall of Ice, another Harpy, another Pegasus, another Sleipnir, another Sylph, the Eagle Rapier, the Glaive, got a Longbow.
That's just 20, 30.
But still nice.
Yeah.
Got a Diamond Armor.
Yeah, I have a couple of those already.
Yeah, you attack last and it drops your strength by 30, but it adds 60 to your hit points. Very good for a defending creature.
Yeah.
The Earth Shield and the Storm Armor.
Yeah. You've been through the game a little bit farther than me, so you're not getting as many new cards as I am.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is the 360 game, and there are lots of achievements related to how many of the different cards you acquire.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was Culdcept Saga on the Xbox 360. Most of the Culdcept games released only in Japan. Only 3 released in the US. There was the one on the PS2 that's only known as Culdcept. This one, Culdcept Saga, on the Xbox 360. And there's one, I can't remember the name of it, but it was on the 3DS.
Yeah, there was a Culdcept on the 3DS.
And really, the one on the 360 is the best option because A, you could still play online through Xbox Live since it doesn't require servers, it's just peer-to-peer. And there are so many ways to tailor the game to your taste that you could just have a lot of fun playing a whole bunch of different ways.
Yeah, if you in any way like card games, Magic the Gathering,
or hell, just strategy games in general.
Yeah, if you like any of that stuff and you haven't heard of this, then you would really love this game. And I don't think it's that expensive to find.
Yeah, when I put this game on my 100 favorite games, this one ranked number 17.
Yeah.
Well, have any questions, comments, suggestions for other games to check out? Drop them in the comments below or send them on Twitter right there. And please, like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here.
Oh, yeah.
Here. Next time, it's about time to jump back into Kudelka. I did take the time to level up so I can move on with the story. And it's about time to continue on there.
Yep, and in the next couple of months or so, look out for the new episode, the first episode of the new show that we're going to do, and hopefully it'll be interesting to people. I picked a really interesting subject, I think, so I hope that, and I don't think anybody else has talked about it on YouTube, so I hope maybe I'll be introducing this subject to some people that don't know.
We're still working out the kinks on that.
Yep.
But April will be about Kudelka, and then it'll get into May, which every year I have my Memorial Day special. I'm going to do it for the whole month that month, and I have a theme ready for that. So, Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Take care and game on.